Welcome to RITSEC. If you haven't joined the Discord, join it. That's kind of crazy if you haven't. Please sign in. Same sign in from before. Smash that sign in button if you haven't, or if you got pizza. Devin, you did not sign in, I can tell. Are you interested in presenting? We got around 4 more spots for the rest of the semester. So if you're interested, sign up. I'm just pointing a laser. That's probably not good. Yeah, check the calendar if you want to know what's going on. And if you know, alright, and check the calendar because if you know, we do not have a meeting next Friday because of RITSEC, so the room will be taken for that. We have our mailing list. If you'd like to see the lovely newsletter Raina makes every Thursday, and you can check it there. If you want to give us a little feedback, tell us how we're doing, tell us how we can improve. Yeah. For announcements, same from earlier. Starfish is open. Your shopping carts are open. Liv talked about this earlier, but they have walk-in office hours. You got to schedule, especially if you're a first year beforehand, and figure out your classes because enrollment for the spring is happening next month. And RITSEC, it's still happening somehow. November 4th, get ready. That's why we don't have a meeting the 3rd. We also have the RITSEC Blue Team workshops. There should be the networking and injects one out soon, or if it's already out. And just check announcements for that. And also, ShmooCon, Shmooze a Student. Oh my gosh, if you've never heard of ShmooCon before, it is quite a lovely conference to attend. It was the first conference I went to last year. You can get a scholarship to pay for your ticket and $200 stipend for travel. It's a great experience, a great first conference. I highly recommend. And then we have the WESIS conference. I don't know if Sia or Rachel want to come up and talk about this again. Otherwise, the conference is happening April 11th to the 13th in Nashville this time, so that's exciting. Applications are open September 11th and close November 6th, so probably do that soon if you haven't. Otherwise, clap it up for the sponsors. Feel like a conductor when you do that. Follow our social media, our Instagram, our X. Thank you, Ariana, for being the little social media person. Otherwise, let's just jump into the news. So we'll be talking about the new Flipper Bluetooth spam firmware, Google Play security scanning, and a Citrix bleed exploit. So with the Flipper spam firmware, the Flipper 0 already had previous capabilities to do iOS spamming. So when you open up your AirPods, people's phones get hit with those advertisement packets asking to be connected to any device in range. But now it can spoof packets that both work on Android and Windows devices, which is kind of silly. The firmware is made available by Flipper Extreme, which is an all-around like Flipper service. And this is basically a simple denial of service attack that can just be mitigated through your Bluetooth settings on your phone, on your Android. And there's a lot of different attacks for like flooding devices. And every method combined, which hits iOS, Windows, and Android devices, called Kitchen Sink, which is kind of a fun capability. A lockup for iOS 17, Apple Action Modal, and the device pop-up, a device pair for Android, and Windows for the device being found. So if you have a Flipper, this is some nefarious things that are going on with it. Looking at you, Devin. And we have the Google Play real-time code scanning. So Google Play will now recommend real-time app scanning when you install new apps. This does not even have to be from the Play Store. It could be any app from another party. And in some cases, will prevent the installation of this app if it is suspicious by Google standards. And this is to fight against malicious polymorphic apps, basically employing different attacks to kind of obscure what kind of malware that is commonly in these Android apps. It does this through on-device machine learning. And data scanning, and code evaluations. So Google's doing their job. It's being rolled out in select countries right now. India is one of them, and many threat actors do hide their malware in Android applications. So it's good that Google is doing a little work here. That's great. And finally, the citrus bleed exploit. So earlier this month, this was randomly fixed by Netscaler until Mandiant had released more information. There are 2 CVEs from Netscaler, which is an application delivery service. And there is a current proof of concept out for the CVE 2023-4966 with a CVSS score of 9.4, which is kind of high. This affects the Netscaler application delivery controllers, as well as their gateway network devices, VPN, user authentication, etc. A lot of stuff. Pretty concerning. This is a cause from unauthenticated buffer-related vulnerabilities. Netscaler did not disclose too much. And Acid Note, which had their own researchers, was able to induce a memory leak from their own Netscaler instance, proving that that this worked. They showed the proof of concept from diffing the code and seeing that they were using smprintf wrong, and they used that to avoid a buffer overflow in their code, but unintentionally caused a buffer overread. So, a little silly. And this is known to be exploited since late August, before it was fixed early this October. Here are my sources. So many sources. Oh my gosh. And finally, without further ado, we got AT talking about his CTF write-ups, Max talking about OB3, Ash talking about their web CTFs, and Dan LaChance talking about his QR code research. So let's clap it up for AT.